plans. My husband is actually working today, so we're not doing anything until tomorrow, which means today is my prep day. So y'all are gonna make some stuff with me. We're gonna be going to my mama's house, and I'm bringing desserts and also homemade rolls, which every year, I'm watching the kids on both monitors. If you hear a lot of background noise, it's because the dryer's going and I have 2 monitors I'm watching the kids on. One's in the playroom, the other one's in her bedroom. So, but we're making 2 different pies. A pie that I have never made before, so hopefully it turns out good. And then my chocolate pecan pie that I make every year for Thanksgiving and Christmas. It took me, I don't know how many years to perfect it, so we make that dunce every year. I personally prefer it over a regular pecan pie. I used to work at Cracker Barrel many moons ago, and they sold it, and I never really was a big fan of pecan pie until I had that one. Many years ago, I set out to make my own. This cream cheese, sweetened condensed milk, lemon pie thing. So I'm gonna pull up the recipe for that to get started on that one first, and then I'll do the pecan. For this pie, we need 8 ounces of cream cheese, a can of sweetened condensed milk, 1/4 cup of lemon juice. I hope I got enough lemon juice. This is the Santa Cruz best lemon juice if you're not gonna have actual lemon. And vanilla extract. And we gotta cook our pie crust, and then we'll put it in there. Also gonna make a strawberry preserve like topping to go on this. I make this when I make the kids' birthday cake, and I put it between the layers of the cake and mix it into their frosting. Guess who doesn't have a can of sweetened condensed milk? And I normally have like 2. I have 0. Let's think. At this point, I have really made something up. I have added in 4 ounces of cream cheese, a little over a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream, because that's all I had. The 3.4 ounce of vanilla pudding, and I'm gonna add a cup of pumpkin. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Everything calls for Cool Whip or something that I don't have. I'm hoping that by using the heavy whipping cream in this instead of milk, like the recipe called for, I better make it creamier since I don't have Cool Whip. I'll taste this mixture. If it don't taste good, it ain't going in that pie crust. But if it does, hey! Date, we have our totally made up pumpkin something mixture. I'm gonna bake the pie crust for that one, and then I'll put it in there, and then I'll stick it in the fridge. And then on our way to my mama's tomorrow, we will grab a container of Cool Whip to top it with. Working on the chocolate pecan pie, I'm gonna melt this butter. I've already got my chocolate chips and my pecans. Right now, baby, farm fresh eggs. When you baking, next level. What you doing, girl? And sugar. It's pure chaos. Not eating anything. I really need to eat something. I drank coffee. That's terrible. Terrible. Wouldn't recommend. I have leftovers from last night, but I need to save this for tonight because obviously it's Thanksgiving night. Nothing will be open to go and get food. So I need to save this for our supper. Half a cup of white sugar. I gotta clean as I go, but sometimes that doesn't work. A cup of corn syrup. Oh, and that's what's in here. Make sure this ain't expired before I try to use it. Because if it is, I said I make this all the time, so I always have the stuff. And we need our flour and our salt and our vanilla. I already put the butter in there. 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. 1, 2, 3. Salted butter. Instead of a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, I'll do an 1/8. I don't want it. This is such a heavy little pie. I always put it inside of another pie pan. Not trying to act like I made the pie crust, but just it'll give it some more stability. And you gotta have a deep dish because this, you see, is at the tippy top. Got this from Target from the new Figment line. I love it. All we really have left to do is make our rolls. Let's get started on these homemade rolls. I'm gonna warm up the milk. Warm up the milk. Need a cup. This will make 16 rolls. The rapid yeast, I made a mistake the first time I made them and used regular. 1 tablespoon of sugar and 2 teaspoons rapid yeast. Her to the side. I think every kitchen needs some big silver bowls. 2. So. All right, we need another tablespoon of that sugar, and since I don't have any, we're gonna do white.
Sugar? Who's sugar?
Your sugar, honey.
Who's sugar for tea?
See how it turns out with half white, half brown. Half a teaspoon of salt. We use Redmond's round here. Give that a little. Ever smelled yeast? Like if you've never made your own bread, I highly recommend trying out at least one recipe. 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Mix it up good, and we're going to cover it with some plastic wrap and let it rest for about 5 minutes. I always have the hardest time with cling wrap. Oh, wait. Now you want to clean? Okay, is it on the right side, or is it this side it's supposed to be on? I feel like it never cleans. Set a 5-minute bread timer. Plan is to clean up in these 5 minutes, because then you need to put the dough on the counter, and we're going to knead in another 1/4 of a cup of flour into it. Full complete. Our baked pie crust is done. I'm gonna have to write this recipe down in case it ends up being delicious and shocking us all. All she needs is some Cool Whip, and she done. Ready to go. I keep this to use again. Just lay it on the counter over here. It's very sticky, which is why we'll be adding more flour. Here's my bowl that I cleaned. Put our dough, let it rest for 30 minutes. Now I'm gonna make lunch. Everybody's eating lunch. Taquitos. It's out of the oven, looking beautiful. Bread's doing its thing. At some point, I'm gonna get to go outside and take the chickens. Just later. 4th it, and then half those, if that makes sense. Watching CSI. I'm gonna use this leftover oil to help hold the parchment paper down. Now before we let them rest again, we're going to take out an egg, scramble it, and brush that on. Same cling wrap. Folded a load of towels while that bread was getting done, and the timer just went off, so let's go put that in the oven. Ooh. These for 12 to 15 minutes on 350. My oven is already on. While those bake, I'm gonna go ahead and run out and check on our chickens and give them some lettuce for a snack today. Let the dogs out again. Come back in, and that should be almost ready. Put those towels up. I got 2 more loads of clothes, mine and the kids, to fold and then put away. I'm telling myself I can chill tonight when the kids go to bed. Because I have not stopped. I sat down, I went to sit down to eat lunch and then realized how messy the table was from all the activities I did on the table this morning. So before I could even eat, I cleaned that up. I didn't have to, but I cleaned it up. So all of that's already done. And like I said, I have all that laundry. And then they destroyed the house this morning while I was getting those pies done. That's the price you pay for having to get stuff done and trying to keep your kids occupied. I'm gonna throw my boots on, take these stuff out to the chickens, and then I'll show you all the rolls and finish all the rest of my duties for the day, and that'll be it. Rolls just come out. I'm letting them cool off a little bit, and I'm gonna taste one because they didn't rise as much as what they did last time. I'm gonna be whipped out if these ain't good. See how hard I'm working in this kitchen today. I grabbed the smallest one. It's brown on the bottom and the top. It's done, ain't it? Use some honey. Let's see. Well, that's it. I'm done for today. Like I said, I got a bunch more to do, but I'm done talking to my phone. I'm all talked out. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful weekend, and I will see y'all the next one. Okay?